The ancient world was ruled by those who mastered the sea. Egypt had the Nile, Phoenicia had ships, Greece had triremes, and later Rome would turn the Mediterranean into its private lake. Power, it seemed, floated on water. Yet centuries before Rome, before Alexander, before the idea of a nation-state, there rose an empire that controlled nearly half the known world without dominating the seas and without drawing rigid borders. That empire was Persia. From the dusty plains of Anatolia to the mountains of Central Asia, from the Indus Valley to the edges of North Africa, the Persian Empire ruled not by ships or walls, but by ideas, systems, and trust. This is the story of how Persia governed the ancient world through roads instead of navies, cooperation instead of colonization, and administration instead of annihilation. Chapter 1. A World Before Borders. To understand Persia, we must first forget modern maps. In the ancient world, borders were not lines. They were zones, fluid regions where cultures overlapped, languages blended, and loyalties shifted. Control did not mean fencing land. It meant influence, tribute, and obedience. Empires rose and fell through brute force. Assyria ruled by terror. Babylon ruled by walls. Egypt ruled by divine kingship. Persia would rule by something new. Chapter 2. From tribal nomads to world rulers. The Persians were once nobodies. They were a small Indo-Iranian tribe living in the harsh highlands of what is now southern Iran. No great cities, no massive armies, no ancient monuments. Their neighbors, Elamites, Medes, Babylonians, considered them insignificant. Then came Cyrus. Chapter 3. Cyrus the Great, the architect of invisible power. Cyrus II, later known as Cyrus the Great, did not conquer like other kings. Where others destroyed cities, Cyrus preserved them. Where others enslaved populations, Cyrus liberated them. Where others imposed gods, Cyrus protected local religions. His conquest of Media, Lydia, and Babylon shocked the ancient world, not because he won, but because he did not punish. When Cyrus entered Babylon in 539 BCE, he did not burn temples. He restored them. He freed captives, including the Jews exiled decades earlier. This was not kindness, it was strategy. Cyrus understood a revolutionary idea. People defend what they believe belongs to them. Instead of ruling through fear, Persia ruled through loyalty. Chapter 4. The Empire Without Borders. Unlike later empires, Persia did not draw fixed borders. Why? Because Persia did not need them. The empire functioned as a network, not a block of territory. Regions were connected by obligations, not fences. Authority flowed outward from the king through administrators, not through military occupation. Control was psychological, administrative, and economic, not geographical. Chapter 5. Satrapies, the secret of control. Persia divided its empire into regions called satrapies. Each satrapy was ruled by a satrap, a governor who managed taxes, justice, and order. But crucially, military commanders were separate. Tax collectors were independent. Royal inspectors reported directly to the king. No one had total power. This system prevented rebellion without constant war. Even today, modern governments copy this model. Chapter 6. Roads instead of ships. Persia did not dominate the seas, but it mastered land. The royal road stretched over 2,500 kilometers from Anatolia to Mesopotamia. Couriers could carry messages faster than any other civilization on earth. Herodotus wrote, "Neither snow nor rain nor heat nor darkness of night prevents these couriers from completing their appointed rounds." Sound familiar? The Persian postal system became the blueprint for modern communication networks. Power did not sail, it traveled. Chapter 7. Language is a weapon. Persia never forced one language on its empire. Instead, it used administrative multilingualism. Aramaic for bureaucracy, Old Persian for royal inscriptions, local languages for everyday life. This allowed Persia to rule millions who never learned Persian, and never needed to. Control through understanding, not erasure. Chapter 8. Currency without colonization. Persia introduced standardized coinage, the darak, yet allowed local economies to function independently. Trade flourished across continents. Persia did not extract wealth to destroy regions. It redistributed resources to maintain stability. An empire that made prosperity a tool of loyalty. Chapter 9. Religion without conversion. Unlike Rome or later empires, Persia did not spread religion by force. Zoroastrian principles influenced governance, truth, justice, order, but worship remained local. Temples survived, priests remained powerful, traditions continued. Persia ruled souls by respecting them. Chapter 10. The King of Kings. The Persian ruler did not call himself emperor. He was the king of kings. Not because he owned land, but because he ruled over rulers. Local kings, chiefs, and princes remained in power as long as they recognized Persian authority. This indirect rule made Persia vast, but not fragile. Chapter 11. The Illusion of Freedom. To many subjects, Persian rule felt like autonomy. Cities governed themselves. Laws remained local. Culture flourished. But beneath this freedom lay an invisible structure. Taxes flowed upward. Loyalty flowed inward. Resistance was isolated and crushed. Persia controlled without appearing to dominate. Chapter 12. Greece misunderstood Persia. Greek historians painted Persia as weak, decadent, and tyrannical. But Greece misunderstood Persia because Greece believed power must be visible. Persian power was systemic. While Greek city-states fought endlessly, Persia governed continents. Chapter 13. Xerxes and the limits of soft power. When Persia attempted to conquer Greece directly, its model failed. Sea power mattered. Geography mattered. Persia was unbeatable on land, but vulnerable when forced into unfamiliar systems. This revealed a truth. Persia's strength lay in integration, not total domination. Chapter 14. Why Persia lasted so long. Persia endured because it valued administration over annihilation, used diversity as strength, built infrastructure, not just armies, ruled people, not land. Its collapse did not come from rebellion, but from Alexander, who copied Persian systems even as he destroyed Persian kings. Chapter 15. Persia's invisible legacy. Modern governance owes more to Persia than to Rome. Bureaucracy, federalism, postal systems, religious tolerance, administrative states. These are Persian inventions. Empires of walls fall. Empires of systems endure. Epilogue. Power without borders. Persia proved something the ancient world had never seen. You do not need ships to rule the world. You do not need borders to control it. You do not need fear to dominate it.